those who have been receiving those benefits have not made the effort to go outside the comfort zone of saying, you know what, I'm not going to depend on this because this could get cut off at any time. Or they're just waiting to see how long they can kind of ride the train.
Well, how about the personal experiences? I wonder, at least for the people here in this room here today, how many of us know people who are receiving that assistance? Do we all know somebody? I think we do, right?
Yeah.
Do those people seem to be hustling to get jobs?
Oh, no, why? Why do that?
And these are the ones we personally know, right?
Right.
Do any of them seem to be really trying to get jobs?
And there might be some. I won't say no, but there's some people who are.
Let's assume if you're unemployed, you really have a 7-day week. But let's just, for the sake of being kind, let's allow them a weekend. How many of the people we know who are out there unemployed with problems are out there trying Monday through Friday? How many days a week do they go looking for employment?
I doubt it. They don't have
once a month, right?
What's that whole self-entitlement? I'm entitled to receive these benefits.
Yeah, it's the slave mentality. Please help me. Please have a TV show. Please have a benefit. Please, NASA. Oh,
so people want something for nothing, and that's not the reality. The reality is once they start cutting you off, then you have to deal with how you're going to deal with your life. Unemployment benefits are great, grant you, but I mean, us in California, I come from hardworking Southern parents, and you worked your butt. I look at people who are living off their benefits, and then they're pimping on the side, begging you for stuff.
Right.
Things where people beg you for stuff because they realize they're not going to get the same thing.
Well, there's a saying, it goes, people still waiting on the change. Ain't got enough sense to come in out of the rain. So some of y'all still waiting on the check.
But they don't feel like they're what are they waiting on? What rain? Because the rain is very in right now.
It ain't coming. It ain't coming.
Well, doesn't the illusion work? Because part of our whole culture, especially in our wonderful capitalistic society, which I love and endorse, that it really caters to consumer behavior, right?
Well, consumer behavior right now, as far as those who are unemployed, are used to getting something for nothing, like Maura is saying. That's basically what he's saying. And if you get something for nothing, what's going to give you an incentive to move forward? But if you come from a generation, this is generational issues to me. This is my opinion. When you have 4, 5, 6 generation of welfare recipients, or you get 4 or 5 generations of people who are used to somebody giving them something without an effort of work ethics, you're going to have issues. And that's what's happening in America today. A lot of people do not want to work. And a lot of people don't believe in humble himself and stepping a little step lower. If you were used to making 6 digits, now you got to make 5 digits. So you're making 5 digits, and you got to make 2 5 digits to make the 6 digit. Whatever you have to do, do it. But you don't have that. You have people saying, well, I put my time in, I want to reap the benefits. Everybody wants benefits in a bad economy. That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's like my homeless friend who does Homeless Not Helpless reporting here. He reminded me that right after the Laker game, he says every night like that, Mario, where they have a big Laker game, the next day the trash is full of bottles and cans. So whenever the Laker game hits and those things, his mentality is he's up at 4 in the morning clearing bottles out. This is what I'm saying. At least I respect him. Yeah, I respect him because, as he points out to me, he's not out there going, please give me a hand. He gets off his butt the day after any event like that, and he'll be down there because he says people always have bottles, any kind of crowd, so you'll find him collecting bottles and cans wherever they have events, and he's homeless.
You know, now, again, if you're homeless or if you're not homeless, you could do that, right?
That's right.
We all could do that. If it's recycled, green friendly.
That's right.
If it's recycling cans, bottles, trash, anything, I think that's very smart. But I think people where their prides are in place.
Well, they are, Shirley. I sat next to this gentleman who happened to be Caucasian on the plane one day who told me he was in junk. And he laughed. He said, you know, it's so funny. He says, I'm a millionaire in junk. He says, think about it.
Wow.
I take stuff that people throw away and sell it. That's what I do for a living. He says I get parts from all over. I have people to go around. He says people may laugh at me. He says, but I'm a millionaire based on junk. I'm a junk man.
Wow.
And he just laughed.
Wow.
and you know, and surely to follow by that, we do live in a culture where a lot of people are growing in numbers of what I won't do.
Okay.
And you see that every time you go somewhere. You see transformation as it relates to people where you came from back in the South, how hard you worked and everything. And then you realize, you say, here's certain things that our folks won't do anymore. And you see others stepping up to do it.
Absolutely.
So,
or you see
know,
people, see, that's the challenge with Americans, though, because you have people from foreign countries who will do it and we won't do it.
Right.
You know, people want to criticize the Latin community or the immigrants that come here. Well, they're willing to work for nothing. You know, willing? Or they're willing to work.
Right.
And they do get something. They get benefits. They get benefits called cash in their pocket to pay for their family that they self-own. And it's a self of pride. What has happened to self-pride when people continue to expect something for nothing?
Yeah.
Kenneth, did you want to make a comment on that or anything?
I don't know. I don't know that much on the subject. Really.
There you go. Tell them. See, I like
don't know
that.
that much on the subject.
About what is it like to be unemployed?
14.
You've been unemployed a long damn time, haven't you? What's wrong with you, Kenneth?
I want to be
Get a
employed,
job.
man. I want to get employed. I'm
There
14.
you go.
I'm like,
And you only have one job.
13.
Put it on.
I thought you're 13. When did you
Give me a
become 14?
job.
You're
I need a
13.
job.
Oh, wait.
I'm 13.
I'm 14.
Listen to that
You don't
man.
even know my age.
Nah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Listen to that man. You know what? Man, you want a job.
I want a job.
He's asking.
I want to.
You can't work at 14. You
Yes,
can
he
work around the house.
Mom and dad. I ain't got allowance. And
I ain't got allowance.
I ain't got no
I do not
allowance.
have. I do not have.
Kenneth,
And
you're
I ain't
you're-
got-
you get me on my grammar because you know I ain't got no job.
I ain't got no job.
I ain't got no job. You're not gonna get
I
one
want a
now.
job. I want a job. If I could just get a job mopping somewhere and get like $1 an hour.
There you go, man.
$1 an hour.
Okay, I have that for
Because I
you.
would work for 10
You're
hours
a
a
failed
day.
family.
I have that for you, Kenneth.
All right.
You have a lot of people
I
saying,
spend
send that
$10
kid
a-
my
I do
way.
10 hours a day,
Okay.
and then a day and
$10
that
a
piles
day
up.
for 10 hours, I'll do it.
Yeah, that piles up. Cause
How's it pile up?
$1 an hour. You work for 10 hours.
Uh-huh.
That's $10. You do it every single day. You
Okay,
get
tell them
$10
what you
a
want
day.
money for, because we have this thing in the house. We have a fight right now over of what you want. What do
I
you
know
want?
they want me to go somewhere, but I want something else. And they want me to
Go to the anime
go to
convention,
anime convention.
and you want what this game?
I want the legendary edition for Reach.
And you have to
they're-
work for
and
it.
I want to work for it.
Okay.
But they ain't getting me. You are not getting me no job. Y'all, they been so bringing me to this expo. When I said I will not.
Yo, ain't
to
giving
this
no
expo.
job. Bitch on that crazy
No job. No job.
Why? Are you
No
upset
job.
over that? Sometimes
And see, because I need a job.
but I need you to focus
just
on
sat
education.
around.
You start school in August, and I want you to be focused on school and not just working.
I need a job.
Okay, let's change the subject. If you're unemployed, like Kenneth, at least
God, the green number.
Here's a Republican about to step up. You're a
Hush.
Republican. Do it now. Give him the answer. He's asking you right out. You're a Republican. Give it to him. Go on and give
if
him a
you're
job.
unemployed right now and you're on the unemployment benefit factor, we're letting you know that that train is about to dry up. Start looking for a job.
Start finding a husband or a wife.
Start finding someone, a sugar daddy,
Some-
sugar mama.
Somebody take care
Sugar
of it.
mama, sugar daddy, make sure she got a good job. Because
I'm
I'm telling
14, I
you,
can't find one of those. I need a job.
can you be quiet?
Not
Hey.
until I get a job.
Your job is to sit there, pay $1 and shut up. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh, he's quiet. And there's silence.
Ooh.
Okay, so unemployment benefits. President Obama is talking about the extension of it. We don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Let's talk about the oil spill. Now, we've been on a high note. Let's go a little bit towards the middle. Right now, apparently, there was a gentleman called William Allen Cruz who took his life recently today or last day or yesterday on he's a ricker, that guy that goes out and fish, and I'm not a fisherman, so I know I'm going to use the terminologies wrong, but you guys know what I'm talking about. They called him Rookie. He had a twin brother, and apparently his twin brother had stated that his brother was definitely getting very depressed over the BP oil spill, and he went from being a fisherman to an oil spill cleanup crew. He had joined the oil spill cleanup crew. He had a desire to see a change, and apparently that change was not going to happen in the mindset and the time frame that he could see any light. He could not see any light at the end of this horrible, horrible rainbow of blackness, of blackness of sea of oil. So our family and our hearts go out to the Cruz family and to William Allen, Mr. Rookie, the Rookie family out there.